Hey everyone, I'm Jonalee Watkins, owner of Hoology Beauty That Works, and last week we talked about color correction and we talked about brightness, which was the purple tube. This week, it so happens that I want to talk about the green tube, which combats redness. Now I'm going to combine two in one here because as so happens, I was kind of an idiot this last weekend and forgot to reapply sunscreen. So I'm going to kind of back up here. Just some general sunscreen knowledge for y'all. When the experts say that you should be reapplying sunscreen, it should be every hour to every 2 hours. Now, if you're in the water or if you're outside at a track meet like I was sweating, watching my kids, it should be every hour. If you're just kind of out in the sun, and you don't think you're sweating that much, you can probably push it to every 2 hours. But if you want to keep your skin young looking, happy, and not dried out, please, please, please reapply your sunscreen. I put it on twice in a 9-hour period and I was Lobster City by the time I got home on Saturday. So what did I do about being Lobster City? The first thing I did was use this right here. It's called After Sun. It's from Pharmacy and it is full of aloe and baobab and tamaru, which what those three ingredients do together is they calm your skin and they re-moisturize it and they plump back up that first top layer of epidermis that got fried in the sun. You can use this on your face and on your body. My 13-year-old also burned his shoulders like ridiculously well. We have been using this on him every night. I probably should have taken the progress photos, but he went from Lobster City to now he's just a dull red and his shoulders don't hurt anymore. Will he still peel? Absolutely. Will I probably still peel? More than likely, but this kept me from having just an absolute disaster on my face. The other thing that I used is called a restorative oil. And this baby is magic for me. So if you have dry skin and if you combat redness, this is something you want to look into. It's called a restorative oil and it is full of grapeseed, vitamin E, argan, and I'm missing one. Oh, rosehip, of course. And so what this does is also it sinks deep into the layers. It restored the general elasticity of my skin and calmed things down. So the other thing that I did, especially when I was super red, is I laid off my retinol. And the reason for that is that your skin is already red and irritated and sensitive after a sunburn. So if you put retinol on your skin after that, you're just going to become more red and more irritated. So those are my hints of what to do after a sunburn. Now, let's move on to color correction. And I'm only going to do half of my face like I did last time so y'all can see the difference. So green combats redness. And with our color correcting creams, if you've had them a little bit, I do suggest you shake them up. And then we are going to come in here, which by the way, these also act as a primer. And so you can use them in place of a primer. Now, if you do have oily skin, I would strongly and highly recommend, if those are words, that you don't use a primer underneath this. Some people use a primer and then the color correcting cream and then they start with their makeup. And I don't suggest you do this. I suggest that you start with this and then move forward. For me, sometimes the less layers of stuff on my skin, the better. You'll just have to find that as well. Okay, now, so you can already tell a difference, right? We've got more evenness on this side compared to that side. Today, I'm going to use the BB cream. And this is another one that is specially formulated for dry skin. This is more of a matte finish. It is a tinted moisturizer, so it is also more of a medium coverage. One of my most favorite products that we have, truly. So we're going to come down here using the kabuki brush, trying to do a half face for y'all so y'all can tell the difference. But see, there we go. Right like that. And you already can all tell the difference with the redness on both sides of this face. Super simple, super easy, and it's gentle. That is so key, especially when you're dealing with like a sunburnt face like I am. Okay, now the last thing I want to show y'all is because we did the concealer trick last time, so we will do it again today. And this concealer is a little bit lighter than my natural tone, about 2 shades lighter. And we're going to come in here and blend it down to brighten this area and out to brighten this area. Put some on here. It's going to act as a good base for when I put some eyeshadow on. And there you have it. So if you're doing this in real time, this took me, my timer says 5 minutes and 45 seconds to explain. If you're doing this in real time, this is something you can use to correct your face and color correct in less than 5 minutes and be out the door and not feel like you're going to scare the general public at Walmart. So that's all I had for y'all today. I wish you a fantastic week and thank you so much for joining me. Go ahead, please follow me on Instagram, find me on Facebook, and I hope to see y'all there.